Hello everybody, hello people of the earth. I hope you're fine, I hope you're healthy, I hope you're in a good mood. So I wanted to make another needle drop video out of my transgressive music video series, but then I thought, what if I spice it up a little bit with something goofy and something a little more playful? And so I came up with this. What if I kind of pull a Maslov, not only by wearing a hat in front of a camera, but I will basically blindfold myself, and then I will pick, let's say, 5 albums from these shelves behind me, and I will put these albums into a box. So you maybe get a glimpse of what albums I've picked, but I will not know it at this point. Then I will go up to the other place where I have my turntable and all my electronic stuff, etc. And I will make 5 needle drop videos with exactly these 5 records. So that's kind of the entire game, the entire spiel. And the only thing is that I get to choose which track from a particular album will get played. Maybe 2 tracks, who knows. But I don't get to choose the album, the record itself. That is basically chance, destiny, or whatever you want to call it. So what about that idea? Let's do this, let's try it out, and I think this could be fun. At least in my world. I mean, I'm not saying it's really funny. Awkward. Let's do this. So here we go. First, I need to take off my glasses, which in my case, it means that I'm already halfway blind. Then I will blindfold myself that way. Now I really can't see anything. And now I have to pick 5 albums. Alright, so I think I'll start over here. Where's the box? No, you put it inside the box. Okay. And we'll get some inside. The box is over here. Okay, now we'll go lower. Where's the one? Okay, number 2. So, let's go down here. Oh, nice. What is this here? Alright, so next one. Okay, so 3. This one here. Okay, next box. Alright. Okay, and last one. Go down. Down on my knees. So, this one. Alright, those records. So, I mean, this can be also 45s, maxi singles, whatever. And yeah, I can see again. So there are now 5 records inside of here. I have no idea what they are, and I'm really curious what I have drawn here. So let's check it out. So meanwhile, I had a nice lunch and returned back to my mysterious box. Of course I could have peeked, of course I could have cheated, but come on, why would I do that? I want to have fun with this. So you probably saw what records I picked while I was blindfolded, but I'm completely clueless about it. So without further ado, let's have our first pick and let's see what happens. Oh, that's a nice one. I just bought this one not long ago. This is Tempest. It's a cool, kind of a fusion progressive rock, little psychedelic rock type of band from the very early 70s, founded by John Hiseman, with Allan Holdworth on guitar, Mark Clark on bass, and Paul Williams on vocals. Now, I'm not too familiar with this album. I probably heard it like maybe 4 or 5 times up until now, but I remembered that I really liked the last track here, which is called Up on Tomorrow. So let's have a look at this one. Wow. Yeah, that's lovely. But first of all, this is a reissue or repress that came out on a label called Long Hair. And this is a nice pressing, isn't it? I mean, it sounded wonderful. And I heard not a single crackle at all. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. Let me just pack it in. Yeah, wonderful, wasn't it? First of all, Mark Clark on bass, brilliant, great bass playing, very dynamic, very punchy. Now there are so many interesting things to say about this album. On the one hand, it kind of feels like a transitional project between the old Colosseum and Colosseum 2. So stylistically, it's kind of exactly in between. It feels very natural as a kind of a progressive step for John Hiseman during the 70s. Now it's got Paul Williams on vocals, who is a become kind of a iconic fusion progressive rock type of singer. I guess at this point here is particularly interesting that I assume that this is the first time when Allan Holdsworth and him worked together, because later he became quite the go-to singer for Allan Holdsworth on his solo albums. And he's singing the main vocals on probably the first 3 of his albums. The other interesting thing here is that this entire album gives you kind of the chance to hear how it sounds when Allan Holdsworth kind of plays mean rock guitar, because in the later years he became very, very, well, how to put it, a purist in terms of playing technique, and from a certain point in time he only played kind of in his favorite legato style, and this is one of the rare early occasions where you can kind of hear him rocking away and using all type of electric guitar mannerisms that he later would have abandoned. And the other thing is that this is one of the rare occasions where you can hear Allan Holdsworth playing the violin. I think he learned to play violin when he was a kid, much earlier than he learned the guitar. Amazingly, Allan Holdsworth started to play guitar very late in the game. I'm not exactly sure, but I think when he was like 16 or something, which is very late. And regarding the fact how much he's being revered as this very unique pioneer of modern guitar playing, there's usually this intuition that he started playing guitar when he was like 3 years old or something, but not at all. So yeah, so that was Tempest, first released in 1973, recorded in 1972, and the track's name was Upon Tomorrow. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This was a really kind of nice proggy song with a dynamic, funky vibe and passionate lyrics, and as you would expect, some outstanding drumming by John Hiseman. Yeah, so this is really a good one. As I said, I have bought this not that long ago, a couple of weeks, and certainly a nice addition to my Allan Holdsworth collection. And if you don't know this band, check this album out. As a matter of fact, it's stylistically it's a little more eclectic. It's not like the entire album sounds exactly like that. There are some kind of very different type of tracks on it, and but overall I would consider this a progressive rock album with strong leanings towards jazz fusion and certainly a strong touch of psychedelic rock. And yeah, this was a good blind pick, I must say. And I will continue right now with picking one by one the other records from my box, but of course I will cut this into single videos, so this will be 5 videos in the end. And that's all for now. See you in the next video. Bye bye.